Are you ready? Can crush us. It don't really get no better than this. The podcast that you're looking for if you're really heavy into wrestling. Hosted by the Mark. Energy that's so amazing. Gotta keep it entertaining. Rep the Can Crusher Nation. Yeah, you know what's going down in the ring. Lights out when you hit a ding ding. Knock 'em out like boom bada bing. Hold it down, you can crown me the king. Got a shout out to the Miz and Duke the Dumpster. We choke slamming everybody. Power driving, hit 'em with a face buster. Yeah, this the show you need and it ain't no need for waiting. Mark, hold it down for the Can Crusher Nation. All about wrestling and keep it entertaining. Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast. Time to break 'em, let's go. Yeah, Can Crushers. Yeah, Can Crushers. Let's go.
Hey, it's Leah Sparks, and keep listening to Can Crushers because they are awesome and they have even more sparkle than I do.
Welcome back to another Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast. Damn time. That's Sir Michael Jenks. I'm Mark the Mark. Happy February, ladies and gentlemen. Just to let you know, we both got our Royal Rumble picks correct.
We did. Yes, absolutely.
But we'll recap all that today. Talk about AEW. Talk about something I hope Jenks has not seen that dropped as recording about a half an hour. Stop looking. Stop looking. Because it's what I want to lead the show with. Stop.
I bet I'm tempted now.
Oh, I'm telling you right now.
Also, I just want you guys to know the peanut gallery is going to start in about 4 minutes because we're having a delivery, so this is going to be fun.
Pizza? Are you getting pizza?
No, God, no. Some sort of, I think, Walmart delivery or Amazon delivery.
Oh, nothing good. Something that you have to put together and such.
Yeah. Well, we got most of it together. So now if there's something to put together, it's a teeny bit. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
So
we'll get into our lives and why we've been derailed for 2 weeks, except for this past Wednesday. Hopefully you guys listened to David Shabazz's spotlight about pro wrestling's Black World Champions. That's unbelievable. Book is on the way because as I do, Jenks read some of the book prior.
The majority of it, yeah.
And when we get to family talk, you'll find out why Jenks could not be part of the interview and why it luckily worked its way out that we did this interview in February, which is Black History Month. So we fell in shit and came out all right.
Yeah.
But Jenks was supposed to be part of it. I made sure to mention the questions Jenks had. This is an amazing book. I ordered it right off the get from talking to him. Now, David and I have become great friends. So just remember that in a short period of time. That David will be back on the podcast, I believe. Which
is exciting in its own right. I can't wait to see it. I do know, and it'll be fantastic. I will say the book itself, really easy to read, goes into some great details. I'm talking the promo between Triple H and Booker T before WrestleMania 19 to jumping through all the Black World Champions over the history. It is definitely one that you should pick up and order today. You can get it on Amazon, Kindle, probably at a bookstore near you. Well worth the read. It's really good, easy read.
Or go listen to the podcast, and then you can order it right from David, and he'll autograph it with his website that we have there,
which is 100% better.
Right. Because he did say it's cheaper from him.
I believe it, yeah.
So, all right, before we get into our lives and then wrestling talk, took a picture of it so I don't mess it up.
Took a picture of it, okay.
Breaking news. WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair announces he's in talks to return for one more match at 76. Somebody wants me to wrestle Ricky Morton now. So I'm easily thinking about it. It's not that far from happening, but it's far off on financials. Sometimes I need something to motivate me, man. Not just going to the gym every day. That's what we're starting to show off with. Ric Flair wants one more match, Jenks. Did you not see that?
No, and now I'm looking it up. Wait, so it's against Ricky Morton?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got two 70+ year olds because Ricky's what, 65 to 70 range? I cannot for the life of me. Why?
And
Like,
Ricky in his later years has only started doing this Canadian Destroyer. Is Flair going to try to take a Canadian Destroyer?
someone cannot convince. I'm really hoping somebody convinces him to do this. Maybe that's why they're far off on money. He needs the money to do the Canadian Destroyer.
Again, I'll watch it because I'm a glutton for punishment, but this does not need to happen.
No, it needs to be. They need to be put in a home at this point, not let out.
In not like a senior center home, like a mental asylum.
Absolutely. I mean, I'll give Ricky credit. He can still move a little bit for his age, and he can still do a little bit more, but he doesn't need to be doing it. Right? Ric Flair, we
Cannot.
cannot. We proved 2 years ago when he had a heart attack 4 times during his last match with his then son-in-law, Andrade, that he could not do it anymore.
Yeah.
The man just needs to let it go. I can't, for the life of me, and this might get us hate, and this might get us hate from Ric Flair if he listens, cannot fathom for the life of me that he is this desperate for money. Is he this greedy? You can't, but to me, you're in such bad shape, you can't do that.
He lives, and this is documented. Wrestlers have said it. He said it on several of his spotlights and such, that he continues to live that Ric Flair lifestyle and doesn't do what like Hogan did or Piper did, and they put money away. That Flair just still goes out and lives like he's styling and fucking profiling.
Yeah, I get that, but at some point, you think
you have to grow
let's
up.
Not grow up. Decide, hey, I'm hopefully going to live a little bit longer, so no. Or maybe he just thinks one of these times it's just going to be the end.
That was one of my first questions. I know you're going to go it, so I'll say it. Does he truly want to die in the ring?
Sometimes it makes me wonder if he does, because it's basically like dying, going out on your shield, right? You're dying on the hill that you have been fighting on for years, or whatever it is. And for Ric Flair, it's always been professional wrestling. That has been a constant in his life. That has been his livelihood. This might be the equivalent of dying on your shield, where he just does not want a life outside of it. He's looking for the opportunity to do it. But to me, this is when you need to go to CCW or Game Changer, and just, if you're going to do it, you might as well go into a death match and hope for the get
maybe
named.
That's who's booking it. Like a lot. That's what's come out. That, I mean, nobody knows if and or whatever, if it's going to be Jenks World Wrestling Federation or Max's Backyard Brawl.
Yeah.
Who's going to throw their license up for this?
Well, that's the other thing too. It's it has to be a liability. Some sort of liability insurance needs to be put on this. It's a liability whoever funds it.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure is why they did. I don't think the Flair's last match was sponsored by a wrestling promotion per se. It was just he did Conrad, it on his own. Essentially, it was Conrad. Yeah,
his other son-in-law.
Yeah,
and it was. And I'm not saying they're selling out the Boston Garden for this. Like, they didn't really sell out. Where was that one? It was in Tennessee, I believe, because Jarrett was there.
Yeah, it was in Nashville. At the Asylum, yeah.
pretty small.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to have to take it to Mercyhurst or Ridgeway High School.
Oh, 100%. This is not going any further than a community center at this point.
When he's always going to be Ric Flair, 16-time champ.
Yeah.
The cock of the walk, the Space Mountain, all of that, because we lived his professional wrestling heyday.
Mm-hmm.
When do we start saying, holy shit, he's ruined it because of he had so many, or have we started saying he's ruined his career because he's had so many last matches?
I think after his TNA run, we had to start saying that. I would have put it the end of his career in 2008 at WrestleMania 24.
Right, we're fucking 30 years into that now. 2020, but
20,
whatever.
Whatever it is, yeah.
It's 18, but we round.
Yeah, but
20
still,
years.
20 years into this retirement tour of his, and whatever, we'll give TNA the credit because he had some entertaining moments. He could do things in TNA, so he still could do stuff. But after that, even, it just was done. There was no point for him to continue this sham of a retirement tour. And I have to use sham because I have no better terminology for it.
It's correct at this point.
It's just to me ridiculous that he feels that he needs to keep doing this. It's almost like he doesn't like how his career ended. So he keeps chasing another one. But I think it's because his career ended in 2008 and then he stained it, continued, and then he had to keep chasing the magic again.
His crying to Sean was the greatest way for him to go out.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I love you, the trigger pull, it's over. I agree with you. It's the greatest visuals you could have ever did.
My last thing is him dead in the corner against Double J and Lethal.
Yeah.
Oof.
And just looking like he's going through every single ounce of pain in every square centimeter of his body at that point.
His daughter has now started talking about retirement. And I think when Charlotte leaves, she'll do a spot kind of like Trisha, and then she'll ride into the sunset.
Yeah. I think Charlotte's done. Will be done when it's time.
Yeah. Same thing. Like, you put Charlotte, Sasha, Becky, you put the four horsewomen and two. When they're done, I believe they'll be done.
Yeah.
They won't be having to chase this.
Oh, exactly.
They understand. So I kind of got a little upset about it. I'm like, are you kidding me, Rick?
As you should. I mean, we're chasing the retirement dragon that's already past the spy at this point.
I hope it's free somewhere. If somebody's going to stream it, I hope it's free because unless Roman and Punk are on the same card, and I don't mean have this thing at WrestleMania, it's sometime down the line.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it.
No. But we'll have to watch it because we'll be like, well, maybe it is.
Yeah. The undercard better be amazing.
It's almost like watching a car crash.
Yeah. So why have we been off for 2 weeks on the show?
Why have we?
Snowmageddon. And everything else. It's on me. It's on the weather again. It's just, this has been the worst winter since I was in high school down here. There's just hours upon hours. And yes, pity Mark because of where he works and everything. So go ahead and throw me emails and all of that. But I just can't get away from it anytime. I mean, there was minutes before we were going on. We were getting ready to record.
Yeah.
And to get the phone call of, no, we're gonna come back in after you guys have been home for 2 hours and remove snow from parking lots and this, that, or the other. I'm like, until like midnight. So it wasn't even till like a couple hours. And I'm like, Jenks, we can wrap off a 1 hour show real quick.
Yeah.
It's just been stupid. It's been stupid. And Mark has honestly been getting mad. And
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing we can do to control the weather.
I know.
It sucks. It's been shitty. I mean, but I'm also sitting here like, oh man, here it comes. We're gonna get hit, and Mark's gonna get it, and then it's gonna be done.
He knows. He sent messages at like 1 o'clock. He's like, we still on? I'm like, as of now.
Yeah.
And then
a couple hours later,
5:55. I'll talk to you next week. Thanks.
Yeah. It happens. I mean, Monday, I was supposed to join for the interview. We were trying. We were getting ramped up, excited.
Poor David got bit by this too.
I walked downstairs in my basement. Shelving has fallen over. Just completely shit everywhere. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I can't move in my basement. Can't get to any certain area of the basement without fucking shit everywhere. So I had to sit down there, clean up the entire mess Monday night, buy new shelving, put it together. I was not pleased. I was not happy about it.
He was not happy.
I sent him the questions and I said, just do it. Because we had, at that point, it was 3 weeks. And I'm sitting here like
bumping him back because poor David got bumped in Snowmageddon too every time we tried doing something.
He did. And it was like, okay, we can't keep doing this to him. I'm like, just do it. It sucks. We have a light at the end of the tunnel with that now, which is fantastic. We're going to get that. But just life just hits you sometimes. And there's nothing more you can do about it.
It does. The bonus of Snowmageddon, Jenks, and you don't know that. You do know this personally. And for the people that follow me on TikTok and everything now know too. The treadmill has made it here. After 3 weeks of not being around, Snowmageddon Day, I get a message saying it's in Oklahoma. It's going to be delayed. Well, if you know what Oklahoma got, essentially the same thing Pennsylvania got, a shit ton of snow.
Right.
I'm like, oh, holy shit. How long is this thing going to be MIA?
Yeah.
The next day it made it here. I don't know how it made it from Oklahoma because roads from Oklahoma to Pennsylvania were shut down.
Yeah.
Made it here the next day.
Somebody had to have been taking their life into their own hands. Or like,
well, they
you
knew
know what? This guy needs it. This guy needs his treadmill now. But
I do have one more issue that I had.
Oh, that's
you
fair.
know this one. You know
this one. Oh, yeah.
So I wake up one morning after a headbutt from Maximus because I slept until 5:15. I hit the snooze one time in my life. Max is like, I got to go. Go walk through the kitchen. Squoosh. I'm like, oh, little buddy, it was really cold out last night. Not that you want your dogs to be in the house, but, things happen. Yeah. Stop being cringy that your dog doesn't have an accident. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, Max. Then I made the next step, and it was another squoosh. I'm like, oh, dude cannot go that much. He's a little guy. I look up above my stove. Drip, 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 drip. Oh, no. First call off work. This is actually the day that the treadmill came, too. So it actually ended up being a good day.
It worked out.
Drip, drip, drip. I'm like, oh, shit. Grab my phone, call off work, saying, I don't know where it's at. I don't know what I'm going to have to do to this house. I ain't coming in. But I ain't coming in. I got water coming out of my kitchen fucking ceiling. All right. Turn the water off downstairs. Look at every pipe in this house. Nothing's broke. Oh, shit. Is it a pipe in the wall? This is now where Mark has a crowbar in hand. I have to find this. Well, let me go look at this. Let me look at this. Underneath and I know have not looked at this since we've been back at this house. In the closet that we have one of is the smallest. If you're looking at a MacBook right now, cut that in half. So like the size of an iPad. I look, it's underneath the tub. And it looked like Jack Frost blew his nose all over in there. I'm like, oh no. What the hell is that? It was just a winter wonderland. And I've had the house so warm, so pipes wouldn't break.
Right.
And it just started unleashing from under the tub, which is essentially right over the stove.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh shit. Well, how do you get the frost out? You have to warm it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I bring the heater upstairs, put it in this hole, and now it's running, just dripping like crazy for a day. Catching it with a bucket, but dump the bucket out every so often.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I going to do? So I get a flashlight and I look down there like nothing is cracked. Nothing is nothing. I'm like, okay. I go to the store and I am going to spray foam everything under the tub. Well, my boss was down there at the same time. This is why he's the boss a little bit sometimes. That he says, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to spray foam under the tub so that doesn't happen again. He's like, what happens if a line breaks underneath there? You have to cut through the spray foam first, you idiot, to get to the line that's leaking that you don't know. I'm like, well, wouldn't it stay in the spray foam? Essentially, it would for a little bit. But then you have to find it. I'm like, oh, yeah. He's like, just buy some insulation, dumbass, and just start shoving it in there. Touche. So I bought 2 rolls of insulation and shoved them piece by piece through this iPad fucking hole underneath my tub. And knock on wood, in 2 weeks, it has not done anything. And it's been asshole cold here in Ridgeway.
Unreal.
So the treadmill does come that day, and I'm like, not a day to run, but I'm going for 5 miles on my new treadmill.
Got
and
tested
it was
out at that point.
the easiest 5 miles I've ran. Quick, angrily, but amazing.
Perfect.
Right?
As you need to. Oh my God.
So I got 50 miles on this treadmill already.
Did you really? Nice.
Yeah. Not in one day, but I mean,
right.
Cumulatively since it's come, because Pit Pat keeps everything, going, plus I have Strava and all that. We have 50 miles on this mofo already.
That's fantastic. You're almost 2 marathons at that point.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Do you know how many miles I have to run for my half marathon in training? I want to give you the exact number, so I have to pull up a runner real quick. Take a guess. In training, a half marathon is 13.1 miles.
Right. That's what I would guessed. Right.
But the miles that I do before I get to the half marathon, because I'm in a program right now. How many do you think I'm going to do before I actually run the marathon?
In total?
In total. This is without adding any random, I just want to go for a run because of mad runs too. This is what they say I need to do before I get there.
170.
You are way off.
Higher or lower?
321.6 miles I will run prior to the half marathon in May.
I mean, fair enough. I was trying to go low.
You went halfway low. You went halfway low. And I only run 12.5 miles. I never get, because I went through the whole plan, I run 12.5 miles as my last long run before. You never get to that half marathon state in this plan. Yeah.
So it's the last push. Basically, they're pushing you to hit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, when I saw that, I'm like, holy shit. I'm only running 13.1 miles. Why do I have to run 300
Then
rounding
20.
22? But, you have your interval. The way I break it down, you have your intervals on Monday, which are usually about 5 miles. My Wednesdays is kind of like a recovery day, so it's 3 to 4 miles. And then my weekends are now growing immensely. Like, as you guys are listening, I am kicking 8 miles in the ass today.
We're proud of you.
Thanks. One more running story.
Do it.
And then we'll actually break down what we have to break down that was on Saturday. A lot went on last Saturday. This Saturday, the other, at a basketball game. I couldn't do the run in the morning because I didn't want to be dead ass tired for the basketball game. Got home as the pre-show was on. So I'm like, oh, I got to do 7 miles. Yeah. I can do this. Put the pre-show on, watched it with music in my ear. I was just watching the pre-show. And I ended up running all the way to the end of the Women's Royal Rumble. So essentially an hour and a half for 7 miles. Yeah.
A long time.
But it went by quick because I wasn't focused on running.
Yeah.
But I need music to run, though. I did notice that because I kind of started, and I started on a pre-show listening to it. I'm like, I don't care what they're going to say. But I was so into it then that I had the music going. I should have taken the music off when the Rumble started, but I was already, Let It Go was on, or How Far I'll Go from Moana, or Cody Rhodes' theme. So I've played my running list for the guys at work when we are riding around doing stuff. They're like, how the fuck are you running to Let It Go? I'm like, oh, this is one of the easy ones. I'm like, listen to this. And it's Bad by like Weird Al.
Oh, yeah.
Bad, I mean, by Weird. They're like, this is what you run to. I'm like, I want to be in a happy place when I run. I don't need Megadeth screaming in my. I don't listen to that shit in the first place.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Go to your happy place because then you can get away from the running part of it. Because if you find running enjoyable, good for you. But 99% of the entire world does not find running enjoyable. We do it to stay alive, or people do it to stay alive, and you're doing it as a personal mission at this point, mission from God, potentially. But you need to be in a happy place for it.
I really am. Opalite and Golden are the two that
Golden
set me over the edge. I'm like, let's fucking get these reps up.
Golden is way underrated.
Yeah, it should have won everything at the Grammys. I'm so mad.
I agree.
Did you watch the Grammy? This is a wrestling show.
I did not watch the Grammys, but I did follow up the next day on it. So I didn't watch the Grammys. It's never my, I don't know. It hasn't been my cup of tea for a couple years now.
Me neither. But I do see, of course, like pictures of things that happen and everything. And I listen to Pink Pony Club, but man, oh man, and this is why I brought it up. There's got to be some type of regulation on clothing that you have to start wearing there. I mean, that was just
was ridiculous. It was trying to be shocking, like Gaga used to be. Remember, Gaga wore the meat dress that one time.
At least it covered her.
Covered everything. I agree. It wasn't connected at her nips and just went down. I mean, that was a little too far. Pink Pony Club, great song. That, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish there. Yeah.
Distasteful. All right, I started with Ric Flair as the mega hot topic. Do you have anything you want to do before we get into the Rumble?
I will say that a lot of the biggest thing that I've seen so far around town right now is everybody going on about the unscripted show and Michael Hayes's comments about Chelsea afterwards and all of that. Basically, she needs to be the one to put people over, etc. And a lot of people are defending her in that regard. But also at the same token, a lot of people are like, well, it's not scripted, so, doesn't really matter what he's saying. The show will cherry pick scenarios that it's going to show you and cherry pick what's being said. But I do think there's some validity what beliefs are going on around there and what they're trying to speak to. I think people are taking the show way too seriously for what it is at face value. Like it needs to be let go.
You have to remember, just like Jenk said, they're going to pick and choose what they want to show you. It also does have a producer, so they're producing some of these moments.
Yeah.
And I know it was jokingly, the R-Truth when he came out as Cena, like, well, where's Ron? I'm right here. No, where's Ron? You're John. Those are meant to be said.
Yeah.
From Triple H or the PSA. These are all to get viewership, because guess what? Netflix and WWE gets money when you watch them.
Yeah.
If there's controversy on them, you'll watch the next one.
Exactly. You'll continuously watch. You'll come back for the next season.
Yeah.
That's also why a lot of these platforms are making sure they get the library on there when they have some of the main product, because people like us are going back to watch 80s wrestling, the old Rumbles, 2000s, the Attitude Era, whatever it is. They're getting views because of this. Is it as much as live? Exactly. They're going to invest heavily in it to make sure it's coming in and the money's coming in.
Yeah. I did like Unreal though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I did over, I don't know, 2 weeks, watch them all. I like them. I take them as face value. It's a WWE produced show.
Yeah.
It might as well have been the same thing as Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling, just in reality form instead of cartoon form.
Absolutely. It's entertaining, and that's what it's there for.
Yeah. All right. Rumble. Let's get into
this.
So everything last week on the shows, TV shows, was leading up to the Royal Rumble. So that was that. Rumble starts Saturday. I told you I really didn't hear the Women's Rumble, nor did I go back to rewatch it to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But of the Rumbles, it was the best one. But Sir Michael Jenks, I hope they never have a Rumble in Saudi again. Ever.
I agree with that.
Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yes, if they would have had big surprises, it would have been ruined if you were looking for them on airplane reports, this, that, and the other. So I understand why they didn't have big ones, but that takes away the value of the Royal Rumble, because even if it's Bushwhacker running in, I want that. Yeah. But I'm not knocking all the ladies from NXT that came up, because Soul was unbelievable.
Right.
Soul was great. I'm going to be the guy right now. None of the women were their character, though, because of it having to be at Saudi and what they have to wear.
Yeah.
And I'm not being sexist. I'm not doing any of that, saying just because I want TNA, not wrestling, you know where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck that the Power Rangers were there. Everybody doesn't dive into the cosplay thing. Sometimes it goes over my head. I caught it all that the Power Rangers were there. Yeah. I didn't care. Maybe Ripley can pull off, or Soul essentially was Soul because that's what she wears. Liv Morgan stuck in that thing, and it just, and I want the wrestlers in general, definitely the women, I want one of them, maybe when they retire, to say, yeah, it really sucked. It does take away from our character development or whatever when we're there, because it's not them. That's not why the teens are watching Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds like I'm such a pig right now, and I'm not, but what sells a lot, it's just, they're out of their comfort zone too.
Well, I think I'm going to go the angle of you can't really do a lot of what's in your character because your character can't lean into it due to restrictive rules, right? And a lot of people can make the argument, you work within the system you have. I mean, that's fair. You have to. I mean, I don't go to work every day and act like I do at home. That's just not how that works, right? And I don't. So you go in and you put on this, you work within what you have. I think Saudi was just a terrible choice to begin with because it just seemed it's very exclusive. And to me, I think the Rumble kind of leaned into it more because either WWE couldn't have more or less women in a ring, or they had to have 45 in there to prove a point. So I think it kind of played into where you're booking it as, well, we know they're restricted, but let's get as many ladies in there in front of the crowd as possible to kind of keep pumping it in, right? Which is not what you want. I think the women did the best they could with the costumes that they had to decide. Hell, Sol Ruka, hers had some sort of issue and she had to order off of Amazon and doctor it up half the time.
Right.
Half of it. And she knocked it out of the park. To me, I think they had to do too much to just be accepted, or they should have never had to go through that. They should have never had to be in that predicament where they have to be so restrictive. But again, that's different cultures and that's different countries and that. I don't think it should have been in Saudi at all. And I think it should have just stayed in the US or Toronto or find another country that would let
England?
the performers do what they want to do. Yeah, exactly. London's dying for at least a Rumble, a SummerSlam, a Mania. Give it to them.
Yeah. That just proves it is about money. And
100%.
Whatever there. To get into the match, I did like the way it started. I really did like that Charlotte and Alexa were 1 and 2. I would have twisted it a little bit more, though. I know they had their fake moments where they were going to fight. They both wanted to get their finishers on, yada, yada, yada. And I know they're in the quandary getting set for the WrestleMania match, essentially.
Yeah.
But why not let them tag up and eliminate the first 5?
Yeah.
Just to show how powerful they are. Then Nia rolls out, and then we have trouble with Nia. Then the ring starts filling up. Give those two, they're both legends. Give them a moment, because after they did their play fight, what did they do?
Yeah.
Besides, which I hear now, Alexa wasn't even supposed to be eliminated when she was eliminated.
Oh.
That was being called a botch. And who was linked to it? Nia.
Yeah, of course. Nia's always linked to it.
Jenks texts me during the run. He's like, now it started up. When Chelsea came out, essentially the Rumble started for him, and I would agree. That's when it kind of started getting better. And when it got down to the meat and potatoes, did I like the way that it ended? I love the winner, by the way. I love the winner of Liv. I really do. But Liv has been on the outside the last 3 years to win this. And I mean outside the ring. Last year, she got eliminated kind of the same way. The year before, she got eliminated, and she had, stop doing the eliminations, the final ones, from the apron.
Right.
Couldn't she push? And essentially, she, Soul got pushed off the top rope, yada, yada, yada. Why not have Liv and Tiff get back in the ring, scrap for 2 minutes? Because, hey, wouldn't that be an amazing SummerSlam match?
Mm-hmm.
There's your first feed for it. Let them scrap for a little bit. And then Liv just gets the best of her and tosses her out. Why can't we just have a Hacksaw Jim Duggan fucking moment where he bends the ropes down and Tiff eliminates herself?
Yeah.
not eliminated, but she just dives for it. You know what I mean? But why do the women's have to be on the outside of the ring all the time?
Well, that happened for the men too, a little bit as well, and a lot of them, couple past men's ones. For some reason, they're shying away from doing the in the ring rope spot. For some reason, you can get very innovative with those. I feel like,
Yeah.
and make them work. But the women's, for some ungodly reason, they're just like, we have to put them on the outside, and that's how we have to do every single move on the outside. Well, no, you don't, because you're risking somebody's going to go right off the side of the ring.
Yeah.
Every single time. Like last year when it was Cena and Jay, going back to the men again, they were both on the outside. I get that they're two trusted performers. Shit happens and you slip and it's over. The drama ends.
Well, perfect example. Go back to Liv and Tiffy.
Mm-hmm.
What happens, because they've both been in there for a while, Liv goes to hit this Oblivion move that she uses the ropes to do it, so I don't know why they called it Oblivion. He slips off as she's trying to pull Tiffy forward.
Yeah.
You have just changed WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now you can set it up that Liv wins the chamber,
but Tiffy probably wasn't winning the match for the other.
Yeah, but now Tiffy is main eventing WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Stop with the outside stuff. People get sweaty and they're in latex, for the love of God.
They just have to be smarter about it. If this was in the early 90s, my God, it would be wearing baby oil too on top of it, and it'd be really fucking slick.
Yeah, imagine Lex Luger in the model trying to do something like
Hogan or Warrior or some shit like that.
Yeah. I did like the women's better, though.
The women's was good. I mean, there was a lot of fun spots in it, but at same token, I could not. I told you this. This was my old man yelling at the clouds moment. There's 13 people in the ring at once. This is not a battle royal. Just get people out of the ring. The men's, I thought, paced it a little bit better and was better at about, hey, there's about 8 in here. Let's back it down to 4. Bring it back up, kind of control the chaos. So then it does look like, but when you get so many people in the ring, that's why in battle royals, you usually see them eliminate the first 13 people pretty quickly to just beat them out so that we can get down to the meat and potatoes of it and what actually matters about the story. But I think it was pretty good. It set up a lot of WrestleMania matches and like possible breakups of tag teams, and it's all good. I mean, Lash dominating is great and all. I think they just had too many powerhouses in there at the same time that it kind of took away from what they wanted to do with Lash a little bit. Because Nia hung around for a while, then you had Rhea in there, you had Raquel in there, and Lash was kind of just floating through them. And rightfully so, she was doing a lot to get through. But
are you shocked with I'm going to say this, the no surprises in the women? Because
we thought Brie was coming.
Yeah, we knew Brie was coming at some time, and Tiffany's is a return. It's really not a surprise. So that
there was no surprise. You're right. I wasn't surprised there was no surprises. I did think Bianca was going to make her return.
Right.
But when she didn't, I'm like, well, either she's really injured or they're saving it for another time. That kind of thing. So I don't know what's going on with that. Outside of that, I wasn't surprised because to your point earlier, how are you transporting these people across the pond make it without knowing? Like even London
at our airports.
Yeah. In Saudi, there's not a lot of places you can go to get people in there. But if I look at like London, even in London, though, you could sneak somebody in there because presumably you go to Paris or somewhere that's relatively close to London and you can just fly them in, transport them.
Right.
Saudi, Dubai, all of those places, there's nowhere to go.
One in, one out.
One in, one out. Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Before we get, are you done with the women's rumble?
I am.
Okay. I wanted to ask you.
Go ahead. No, you
No.
go. No.
You.
The spotlight. You go first.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. I wanted to get your thought on the arena itself because, first of all, I was impressed that they built it in 3 weeks, but also taking that with a grain of salt because I'm sure there are some unethical things going on with that. But what did you think of the seating in the arena?
It was fucking horrible.
Okay, because I thought it was empty
Yeah.
until I realized, because of the stupid LED lighting, until I realized that when they turned it off, there was actually like people in the seats by the LED lights.
In some pictures, I saw that, but in some pictures,
it
was
empty. Yeah, it looked totally empty. Like they just built this thing that was maybe a quarter capacity full.
And Michael Cole said something at the end. We're going to jump all over the place. When he's like, it's 2:00 in the morning here. Why the fuck did they start it at 10:00 over there then?
Yeah.
Why couldn't it started at whatever time over there? We have been watching pay-per-views at 5:00 in the morning before.
Absolutely.
Why did you put your live audience in a conundrum where there's kids that they're out until 2:00 in the morning?
Fucking morning.
A shit Royal Rumble.
We've had Saudi shows start at noon.
Yeah.
I know we have had them.
Yeah.
Think about it. Come on. And my favorite part of the whole thing was we decided to have a 30-minute fucking fireworks show afterwards with drones at 2:00 in the morning. I left it on for a little bit because I'm like, okay, maybe some stupid shit's gonna go down or something. No,
I turned it off, and then 10 minutes later, you're like, did you watch the fireworks show or whatever you said? And I'm like, what? Why?
I watched it because I'm like, oh, maybe something will happen because you can never trust the production. Credits roll, something happens. But no, there was nothing but stupid ass fireworks and drones. Anyways, I digress.
You've been with us for a while. You know how much we despise fireworks.
So bad.
From the way back.
So dumb.
I want to jump to the men's though now. Then we'll get to the single matches. Man, I hated the men's. I hated the men's. Nothing against the guys from CMLL.
Yeah.
Do they know? And I'm being an asshole again. Do they know who the CMLL guys are? Yeah, I know they get them on TV every once in a while. You had the Iguana Man and La Parka in the match. You kept Finn out. I understand maybe Dom. I know he's the IC champ, but your biggest fucking star in Dom wasn't around. And I don't know if you or what, or if this is real. They were coming in every 30 seconds.
Oh, 100%.
The women were 2 minutes or 90 seconds or whatever it was supposed to be. Were they close? Not that they're close on time. They fucking own Netflix essentially now. It doesn't matter if they run an 18-hour show. Why were they coming in so fast?
Probably because they had to be out of there by 2 a.m. I mean, they were just flying in there one after the other. That's why they rarely mention anything about the clock in the men's, because nobody was in there a significant amount of time.
No.
It was absurd. I did not understand La Parka fucking coming out. Mr. Iguana, he was prevalent throughout programming. I'll give him that. That's fine. That makes sense. La Parka, I have not seen him on WWE programming once. And if he came on, I forgot about it. Also, it's not the same La Parka as 30 years ago. I know everybody knows this, but it also infuriated me because he doesn't do the dance right. He doesn't do anything La Parka-esque right. So
he doesn't even come out with a chair.
He doesn't.
And he's called the chairman.
He's called the chairman, no chair. Couldn't even do it. I'm 100% very much thinking it was a producer. It was like Jamie Noble or somebody, and they just had the costume.
It could have been Max. All we know.
It could have been. Exactly. It could have been just some rando that they found in the back, was like, put this costume on and fucking do it.
Do you know somewhat the La Parka dance? Yeah.
Okay,
Go.
good. Go out there. Because I guarantee you they didn't bring anybody over that they didn't need to. And
no.
So for me, get these fucking guys out of here. The Finn stuff, they're explaining it. Disrespect. We're a Rumble. Cool. You had a litany of other people out there. Pick one and choose it. When the highlight of your match is El Grande Americano versus the original El Grande Americano, there might be an issue.
Right.
And Oba was in it. Oba was doing his thing perfectly fine. I appreciated Oba. But they
so much
at the end.
So much they dropped the ball on this Rumble.
Oh my God.
One, Gunther, we'll get back to Oba and who he should have at least looked at in the fucking match. But why was Gunther back in this? If he wasn't going to be prevalent.
If he wasn't getting screwed.
Yeah,
why was he here?
But why?
Because I'll tell you right now, spoiler, if you didn't watch that before this match, don't know why. I don't know if AJ's really retired or not at this point. And I truly was sitting there with you and I was like, I feel like he's going to come back out. I literally texted you. He has to be coming back out. Yeah, he has to be coming back out to screw Gunther.
Yeah. And he didn't. I believe AJ's retired from WWE.
Right. Now after, I get that, but I don't know. It just, the way they booked everything, it just was like, oh, maybe he is going to come back out.
Great story for Gunther then to go back to whomever and say, I want another match at Mania.
I want to end him.
Anything. Scaffold match, anything. I want to end him. Cool, because then you have something for Gunther to do at WrestleMania.
Exactly.
What's Gunther doing at WrestleMania right now? He's sure as shit not winning Chamber. I will put paycheck on that.
Absolutely. Doing diddly squat. Unless he's got somebody else to retire.
Is that guy going to be showing up soon? Or is he really not? Because he just released that his boat ship tour is in November.
Yeah.
WWE is not going to let him do it.
No.
Well, yeah, we're talking about Jericho. He just released it. November 7th, like 13th or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not a WWE thing. They're not going to let him do that if he's coming back.
Absolutely not.
So no Jericho. That surprised me that it wasn't there too.
Yeah.
Oba was doing amazing things. I love it. Yes, him and Brock did look at each other once or twice, but it never felt like it was going to be the Mania match.
No. But he should have eliminated Brock.
Yeah. Why Cody and LA Knight? During the Heat Fest.
Exactly.
Listen, you love or hate Brock. He doesn't get eliminated during a fucking entrance.
No. Especially Yeet Fest.
Right. No, we're both done now. We're pissed.
I mean, that's absolutely. But I think the guy you were referring to for Oba is Hobbs at this point. Because I don't think they looked at each other. They barely looked at each other. I think they had one or two interactions, but they didn't have much. Who are you thinking?
I was thinking Oba and Brock.
Oh, well.
Did they not? They looked at each other once or twice, right?
They threw a couple strikes at each other and then kind of.
Yeah, but nothing to say, oh man, this is going to be the Mania match.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it felt like there's a lot of like there, but they just booked it wrong.
Yeah.
to me, and it just didn't feel right.
When Hobbs came out, okay, I was like, man, Royce Keys is a shitty name. Still don't like it. And I still barely like Blake Monroe. But Hobbs has now told us why.
Yeah.
And it's his son's name with his mom's maiden name. So I can't be an asshole.
That's true. You cannot. And I was like, I didn't know why they chose Royce Keys until I saw it later on. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, you can't really get upset because it's paying homage, right? And you're like, okay, fine, roll with it, whatever.
I mean, you don't have to like it, but you can't shit on it.
I would like Powerhouse Keys or Powerhouse or Royce, something like that.
Right? I mean, I was shocked when they showed Powerhouse Hobbs and then the window came
too, but it must have been okay. We have to somehow hype them up. Yeah. And well, the Saudi crowd didn't do him justice either. So I don't know.
No, I don't. All in all, I mean, he did work a little bit, but I don't think it was a great debut for him.
No, it was just, okay, here he is. He's here. You guys knew he was coming. Okay.
So does that say he's going to NXT? Do you take it? Do you take it? Listen, we get listens in Saudi, but do you take the Saudi crowd's reaction that may not have seen him ever because do they watch AEW over there?
Probably
and this
not.
is no knock on them. And they're like, oh, this guy. Again, another reason why you don't debut people there.
Unless you know specifically that they are going to get the big reaction. AJ is the exception to the rule, right?
Right.
You knew AJ was going to get celebrated. If Kenny Omega walked through the curtain or MJF, big pops. Hobbs was getting up there, but he moved on. You can't say he's not going to be in NXT based off of everything. And Cody's not going to, the friendship with Cody's not going to save him because Cody's friends with Starks and Starkman's hanging out in NXT right now.
Right.
So it's made it very clear that it will be an NXT run for him at least to start. And then they'll build him up after that.
And I think it's good because I think we have to rebuild somebody else right now. A little bit. And it's Braun Breaker. I like that he got eliminated that way. I did. Because if he wasn't going to win it, don't drag his ass through this whole thing.
Right. So, agreed. I also still believe, and I don't think anybody else believes this with me, I think Heyman's fucking around here. I think Heyman's behind this whole thing. With him.
To stay with Seth?
No. I think people are missing some point.
I am missing.
To me, this was he literally said to Pierce.
Don't forget he was supposed to be number one.
He was supposed to be number one, and then that got ruined. So then they said number two. Then he goes to Pierce on the kickoff show, which you were running. You didn't hear.
Oh, I saw
you want to fuck around and find out? We're going to
fuck
around and find out. So my thought is, we're fucking around and finding out now. He did the Masked Man to come after Braun, get him eliminated from the Rumble, whatever, it's done. Now we're playing dumb. We're playing, I don't know what happened. You've done this to me, da-da-da-da-da. This is all a fucking game right now that these four are playing. It's a stupid game, but I truly do believe this is a dumb game that they are playing fuck around, find out with Adam Pearce right now. And it's going to come to light. Braun's going to get into the chamber, get sixth or something like that, and he's going to get to Mania or be close to getting to Mania, or something's going to happen that exposes this truth. Because I don't think Heyman's as upset as he's portraying. He's disheveled, Why are you disheveled? There's no reason for Heyman to be disheveled. Heyman should have been the talking piece that should have been mouthing off Monday night, and he wasn't mouthing off Monday night. It was only a pissed off Breaker. So maybe even Breaker doesn't know, but I do think Heyman was fucking around and finding out. And we're playing this game with Pierce right now.
Who was the masked man this time?
If I'm a betting man, it's one of them. It's probably Theory, to be honest.
He looked too slender for Theory.
Kinda.
I thought it was.
Did you think it was Logan?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was Logan
it
or
definitely
not.
was not Reed.
No, it was not Reed. It fucking was not Reed. It was also weird that they were playing way too much into the Ambrose mannerisms as well. Because the neck roll, the way he was carrying himself was too much Mox in it. Yeah. It could have been Seth, for all we fucking know at this point.
Oh no, he had to stay at home and watch Rue. He was not there.
I'm sure he did. He
was with Rue.
I'm sure Rue did not go anywhere close to Saudi Arabia.
No.
So I'm just saying somebody's fucking around and finding out here. And this is what happened.
Before this just came in my head because this is what put me to sleep the other night. You know, Seth Rollins is doing like Netflix specials and shit.
Yeah.
He was on, first of all, this guy, there's mental problems with him. Not Seth, well, Seth Rollins too, but a guy climbed unwired.
Oh, I heard he was a part of this.
Yeah, and Seth was like the commentator for it. He climbed Taiwan 101 or whatever the hell the building is over there, and I don't mean to mean, but I don't remember. He just picked the corner of the fucking building and without ropes or anything, climbed up it. So for an hour and a half before bed one night, I'm like, why is this guy doing this? Cool. I understand, why is Mark running? Why is people play baseball? This is his thing. But I'm like, there was nothing. And they say it was live. There's no possible way that it was live. There's no fucking possible way because you can't record that and hope and wish that he didn't fucking fall from 1,900 feet in the air. This special's not on if he fell.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Seth was a commentator during this, and I really think like Seth had the heebie-jeebies. Like Seth is a high flyer, or he used to be, or whatever. He gets like 30 feet in the air, and this guy's like, Seth's like, I don't know why he's doing this. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know. I'm so good at it. Seth has commentating as soon as he retires on anything.
Oh, Seth is running away with the NFL Network or Netflix's football specials now because he's just doing so good on them.
Christmas show. I forgot that. He did the Christmas football game.
He did the Christmas football game, and he's a natural at it. Like, he's going to be everywhere in the NFL, in regards to the NFL going forward.
Yeah. He probably will never do a Bears game, though, because he will lose his mind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. He's going to hate football after that.
He is. Do you have anything else about the men's rumble?
No.
I'm glad Roman won. I am. When we get the Raw, I'll discuss.
Once Cody got eliminated, it was fucking obvious it was going to be Roman.
Yeah.
So
real. Mac put his paw in the air. He's ready for the bloodline to come back. Big moment for Max.
No.
Big moment.
Good job, buddy.
He is assed out. Big time. Like when I got home a little bit, we ran outside in the snow.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't been outside. Not outside, but he hasn't had moments to run, and I had some time today. He's dead to the world. That's what he needed today. Good for you, little buddy. All right, back to the AJ and Gunther match. It was serviceable. I'll put it that way.
It paced itself well, but I felt like I knew the end game.
Yeah.
Even though people quickly, oh yeah. It got my first note is shit, this might be it.
Mm-hmm.
AJ was crying.
Yeah, coming to the ring.
So it was over before it began, and that was it. It was just lights out.
Yeah. I am one after he took his gloves off. Same thing as, Jenk said, and then he took them with him. I thought, well, he's coming out because they said, oh, Gunther's going to be, they made a point to tell us Gunther's going to be in the Rumble. Didn't say 30 at that point or anything. Just Gunther's going to be in the Rumble. We're like, well, this is going to be their WrestleMania match. He's going to pull him back out. AJ's retired, but we have a month and a half to set up this match. He keeps beating people up, saying, I want AJ, I want AJ, I want AJ. Could still happen.
Yeah.
It could still happen, but I think AJ's done in WWE, and he's maybe a couple in TNA, maybe one or two in New Japan.
Might be all in at one point.
I was going to say he does have a lot of friends over in the other company too. I do believe 2026 will be his last year. I do believe him on that.
I think it's the greatest hit story, right? So I think he does TNA first, to your point, to kind of smooth the blow. So WWE fans are like, well, they're associated. It makes sense. Whatever. It's fine. And then New Japan, because it's like, oh, well, he did go to New Japan and he did a lot there. So maybe that's okay. Maybe they'll throw a match with him and Shinsuke or something just to kind of really smooth over things. And then he's going to go to AEW. And then he gets Kenny, or if Ospreay is healthy, he gets Ospreay. Because that is going to be what it's going to boil down to. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw Mox at him one more time. They had the history in 2016. They could do it again.
Yeah. And then once we get to Drew and Sammy, and I hate to say this, this was a Raw main event match.
This wasn't even a Raw main event match. This was not great. I felt like we were dragging. Like, it just, first it felt one-sided. Then it felt like it was dragging. I didn't like the whole, we're playing the underdog kind of like, oh, he's trying to survive. No, he's not. He's wrestling a match that he's wrestled time and time again with Drew, and it's never been 13 times. It's never been this dramatic. And I feel like it's also playing into Saudi next year, where Sammy probably wins the Rumble and then goes to the main event, one of the Saudi nights, Mania nights, and gets a shining moment, which is fine. It's great for Sammy. Sammy deserves it at that point. But we're building, they're putting too much on the lore. They're trying to build too much lore here. Sammy's not an underdog.
How many times is he going to lose to Drew?
I'm guessing it's 13-0 right now, right?
Yes.
I think he loses one more time, and then he beats him on the 15th match.
Next year?
I think Drew's the champion at Mania next year. Not saying he continues.
Recycles it.
They recycled the whole thing. Because we played the game of, oh, this was, Rumble, he tried, and he failed horribly, and now Mania
Sammy was undefeated.
Yeah.
In Saudi.
Yep. And now he's going to come back and he's going to do it. And he's going to get the crowd behind him. I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
That's not even a Saturday night main event of WrestleMania. That better start the show. And I don't even know if I want that to start the show, because you need a big pop to start the show. So if he wins the Rumble next year,
I think he's winning the Rumble. Bold predictions for 2027. I did 2026, but 2027.
Oh yeah.
I might pencil this in right now.
Okay. So we grade everything on PLEs. Before we get to Raw, and we'll talk about Raw was so much better, by the way. What do you give this Rumble? Crickets.
2.
I was going 2.5 just because I like the two people that won of Liv and Roman.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
We could have got there any other way with both of them, though.
I'm really happy Liv won. I think she needed to win it. Roman, I could take her, leave or take at any point in time, but yeah, I don't.
Yeah, this was bad. This was, and you know what? And I know they're not going to. Trust me, I know they're not going to. I hope that this was truly a tester saying, "Oh, we fucked up for WrestleMania next year. We can only do this one time."
I'm hoping so, but I don't think they're gonna get that. We'll see if it ends up in Las Vegas.
I don't give a shit where. Yeah, well, if Tony's smart, he's already booked Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, he's doing a whole month tour in Las Vegas, and somehow doing the all-in Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah, if he's smart, he's already booked it, and it's just not been released. That it's something is going on the same night.
Yeah,
over here. We've talked about it in nauseum, and we'll talk about it so much more next year as well. So we get to Monday. So what?
No, go ahead.
Sorry. Okay, so we get to Monday Night Raw, and yeah, your package hasn't arrived yet. We're an hour and 15 in.
It did. We had distraction going on in the kitchen. Yeah,
look at the wifey doing
it. She knows what she's doing. She's going to be an amazing mother someday.
Yes, someday.
Yes.
Someday. I'll tell you, I'm buying a WrestleMania ticket pseudo because of the Punk and Roman back to back. I loved every second about that. About your title run might have been, and I'm rounding 1,400 days. Mine was only this, but what meant more? I was the one that brought you in, yada, yada, yada. And Roman's like, I just fucking hate you. That's why I want you.
You mock me like a young boy. I hate your guts. I was buying all of it. All of it.
That's Sunday night. That has to be the main
last
event.
match. That is the last match happening.
But I'm going to steal this, so I'll give credit due. If you've not heard it, Jenks, or anybody else, LaGreca and Bully on Busted Open said this. Why did they need to take shots at Drew? You just fucking buried Drew. And the new title that he has. Do you agree with that from them?
No. Of course you have to take shots. You have to acknowledge the champion you're not taking.
Right.
Punk hates Drew. He's going to take... Drew took the time Saturday to take shots at Punk. Or whatever day it was. It was Saturday. He took shots at Punk in a promo backstage. So why would Punk not take shots at Drew in a promo in the middle of the ring? They fucking hate each other. Roman doesn't like Drew, but he has beaten Drew so many times. Punk was baiting Roman to take Punk because he didn't need to. He didn't need to have Drew.
No.
I think that was a dumb take by them.
It was I would go on like, what are you talking about? What are you saying? I was the same way. I'm like, no. We've seen that.
Yeah. We haven't seen Punk Roman. We've seen Punk Roman 10 plus years
12 years ago or something like that.
Yeah. We haven't seen Punk Roman now.
These are two different Punk and Romans from 12 years ago.
Absolutely. It's not the same storyline as it was last year for the triple threat. This is a totally different thing going on.
Yeah. I hated the whole thing. I almost called in when I was removing snow. But I'm like, no, I should probably pay attention to my job. But I'm like, this is not where this is going. That was just the start of this. We have literally a month and a half.
Oh, yeah.
What more could come of it? That they're both Heyman guys. I want that to come out. I want little shit. Maybe Heyman sneak. I don't want Heyman to. I don't think he should because he's encapsulated with the vision. You could get, as they're bypassing again and one spits on the other one, maybe Heyman's just in the background. That'll cause some controversy. There's so much to do. And I don't want run-ins from these guys. I really only want them to talk.
Yeah. No actions, just passing in the wind at this point.
Yeah. I completely agree. I don't need a tag team match with both of them. I don't need them to win the tag team championships and try to be a team for a fucking month. I don't want any of that. I don't care if Punk doesn't defend the title until WrestleMania.
This needs to preserve it as much as possible.
And then they went on to say that you buried Drew's title because that's the WWE title. This is the world title. Well, the world title is the world title, right? This one is supposed to be the lineage title. I know it was just re-brought back around, but this one's supposed to, people can hate on me for this, have the lineage of Dusty and Flair and Harley and like all of that. This is supposed to be that title. At least in my head it is. This is the one that's on Netflix that gave you $5 billion. They're both on Raw. Raw has always been, I know numbers on SmackDown have been better at times. Raw is always still your flagship show. I don't give two shits. When I think of WWE, the first thing that comes to me is Monday Night Raw. Go all the way back to Razor and the 1-2-3 Kid. That, to me, is WWE. Well, if we go back to WWF, it's primetime wrestling as well. But you know where I'm going. Like this new era. Of course, they're going to want the meat and potatoes story on Netflix. They're not going to put it on Main Event.
No.
For the love of God.
Oh, God, no. It was never in question. That, Netflix is paying the bigger dollar amount for this. USA Network got the consolation prize, right?
Always do.
Always do. So you're going to go where the money is. Roman's going where the money is. And you're putting the world title on Netflix for a reason because you're saying that is your flagship title. The WWE title is great. It's shiny. It's big. It says WWE, but it pales in comparison to the World Heavyweight Championship. Because remember, this company is owned by TKO now. And what is every title called? The World Heavyweight Championship, the World Bantamweight title, the World Middleweight Championship, the World Tag Team Championships. You are following what is a perceived thing in the sports world. The world title is your main title. The WWE title is your secondary world title. That's why it's always called the Undisputed title. That's why it's called the Undisputed WWE Championship, right? It's because it does not have the line. It does not have the weight to it with the Netflix crowd as a World Heavyweight Championship does.
Exactly. All right, I've asked all you. What did you like on Raw? Sorry.
No, that's good. I'm going back to Oba. I fucking love the War Raiders sitting in the ring and then Oba coming out and just absolutely flattening them. Like just pieces of garbage anywhere, which was perfect. War Raiders, they were former tag champs last year, whatever you want to think about them. They are also two big, beefy guys who just got thrown around by the ruler. Does this mean Oba's on Raw? Not necessarily. He could go to SmackDown on Friday and do the same thing to a random ass tag team on SmackDown. And then we're playing this game. I would love it if Oba is just agnostic of a brand and just shows up and he's the ruler of WWE. He does what he wants to do.
Oh, I agree. Until Mania, I think, especially if it's going to be set up with him and Brock, because Brock's a floater too. I know mostly on Netflix but Brock floats. Let's call a spade a spade. When you need him on SmackDown, he can go do Brock stuff, but
Yeah,
If you brass tacks, Brock's going to be on Netflix.
exactly.
Maybe that's a way until Mania. They both float. Maybe Brock shows up, and I don't know how many TV contracts he has. Maybe he shows up because you guys watched it first. We didn't, on SmackDown, and says, "Where's this Oba guy?" They don't cross paths until the Chamber because they're both looking for each other.
Yep.
In the Chamber, they're both there. Who knows if they're both going to be in the Chamber? No clue as of yet. I would imagine it would be perfect. Boom. But to get back to the War Raiders and Oba, I agree. People are like, man, you just buried the War Raiders. No, you didn't. They've been buried anyway for a long time.
Yeah, that's true. Even they won the world titles that got buried.
This does more for Oba than it was going to do even if the War Raiders would have beaten Oba. Because you didn't put Oba in the ring with Max and Bailey, essentially, just to throw around two schlubs.
Yeah.
We're over those days. They are credible, at least, and they're two large fucking human beings.
Exactly.
Holy shit, he is a ruler. Will he get to throw around Kit Wilson? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
He's probably going to interrupt the Cardona Wilson match that happens. That's probably Friday night that we haven't seen yet.
Right. Right. It's something like that's going to happen. Yes, we agree. He's going to throw little men around for a while. But if you didn't watch the Rumble and this was your first Oba ever because you don't ever watch NXT either, hello, who the fuck is this guy? I love him.
Yep, exactly. He's fucking superhuman at this point.
And I really love his entrance. Oh
my god. One of the best entrances so far. The strut gets me every time.
I know.
It's just like it doesn't make any sense for the big guy to just be strutting to the ring like.
But then he snaps out of it.
Oh, he snaps out of it, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
I'm gonna jump around. Did you like that? New NXT champion is Joe Hendry.
I did.
I did.
I like that a lot. I wasn't sure if they were going to go the Hendry route or they were going to put it on Ricky Saints again because I thought, well, they probably could go with the safer bet that they already did. But it also makes perfect sense. Hendry's been everywhere, and he was TNA World Heavyweight Champion. So why wouldn't you put the title on him?
I looked at it this way: that Ricky's probably going to get it sooner than later.
Yeah.
But this is a hell of a great transition because how long is Joe really going to be in NXT?
Yeah, that's fair.
Think of that.
Yeah.
After Mania, is he up in what the hell do they call their NXT pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Locked and loaded.
Stand and deliver.
Yeah, whatever. Is that where Ricky wins it then? Joe has a great 2-month reign. Ricky's getting the chase, which essentially that's what everybody always says. That's where the money is in the chase. Ricky gets it back, and then you can slide to Ethan Page or whoever. Get back. Joe's just getting his props right now before he gets called up.
Yeah, it was like Stephanie and Julia. They got the women's world title. Bing, bang, boom, they're up.
Yeah, it's not going to be long. It's a hell of a transition, and I think they did it. The ladder match. Did you watch at least see clips of it? Unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was very good. But what? Let's finish this thought before I go into my. I'm going off the rails. Go finish your thought before I go off the rails.
NXT was unbelievable. The women brought it to the whole show. I would say NXT. If you want to grade Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday, I think it goes NXT, Raw, and then clearly the Rumble was the worst.
I'll go. I could see that. I haven't watched NXT fully yet, but I'm gonna go Raw, NXT, Rumble because I already know you can't go worse than 2. You can, but you right now no. So
go off the rails. I want to hear you go off the rails.
When was the last time we had a one-on-one ladder match in WWE?
I don't know. Tell me. You know this.
I think I do, and I think it was 10 years ago between Seth and Dean. But here's where I'm at. I was on the elliptical yesterday. I put on a random ladder match that was one-on-one, Jericho and He Who Must Not Be Named, right? I'm like, okay, you know what? It's a Rumble. I'm going to only be on here for a half hour. Let's throw in a one-on-one ladder match. I'm just going through the emotions. I'm sitting there like, when was the last time we had a fucking one-on-one ladder match? Like, I could not think of it. All I can think of is Money in the Bank, or like if there's ever a world title on the line in a ladder match or any title,
There's got to be
7 or 8
4
men. There's at least 5 to 6 men or women. I could not think about it. I haven't even looked yet, but I think the last one I remember was Money in the Bank 2015. It was Seth and Dean.
It's because it's just another way. This is my thoughts. It's just another way to get more people on said card to do spots, which they're all great, but it does lose the allure of a real start of the ladder match between Razor and Shawn.
Yeah. It loses the I agree, the spot fest, whatever, they have a place and it's fine. But to me, it loses that allure because it loses the battle, the strategy you will have to go into it with to win the ladder match. Because if it's one-on-one, you have to survive. Mm-hmm. If it's 8 man, you just have to find a way not to get hurt enough so you can climb up the ladder while the other 7 are beating the shit out of each other. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, so that's where we've lost the pure art of the ladder match, and I'm kind of disappointed by it. You brought it up. I kind of am disappointed by it.
Do you think we'll ever get a normal ladder match?
Maybe in AEW.
Well, yeah.
But not in WWE. I don't think in WWE because I think they're strictly about people just want to see crash and burn.
In a ladder match, which is the most important thing of that match, they want tables.
Yeah. They want tables. It's not TLC, but it's a tables match.
Right. The only way you can win the match is climb the ladder and get whatever's up there.
Yeah.
We want tables.
But we want tables. And we're going to have a chair in there too. We're having TLC matches without it being called that.
In a cattle prod.
And whatever else. And
yeah. Did you see Corey Graves as a teacher at Point Park now?
See that. And I guess he's wanted to be one for a while.
He did.
I mean, good for him.
Did you see that Carmella's pissed?
I didn't see that.
Yeah. She would have liked to have been the GM of NXT. I don't know. I think that was
you're gonna tell me we don't like Robert Stone as the GM of NXT?
I think his is very transition. I think he's very I don't know. He's too much of a character. And I know he can be a character. Teddy Long was one of the greatest characters. I don't know if he fits it.
Right.
And then people are going to throw in Sonya at me and I don't know. It's week 1 of Robert. We'll see.
If he's a transition, then they need to give it to Regal and let Regal back in there.
Right. Like I'm not going to go down that path. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You know how it takes me months to like the Acclaimed when everybody's like, that's the fucking hottest team ever. I don't like them.
Oh, that's true.
I love them.
You did not love them at all.
You have anything else in WWE?
Nothing else in WWE.
It was a good week, but it was a climb for them to get there, essentially.
Agreed. It's about the climb.
Miley is all about that. That's also on my running list, too.
I know it is. That's why I brought that up. The ruler of the climb.
Do you want to pay the bills?
Yeah, we can pay the bills if you want.
Guys, make sure you check out our description. We have a WWE affiliate code, which I am going to be using. Jenks.
Wow.
I want. I am actually going to order something that I want. And it
No,
it is the Roman cutoff hoodie.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a great running shirt, is what I'm looking at.
One. Yeah, that's a good one.
Down in the show notes is our WWE affiliate code. We're very transparent. Sometimes you'll get a discount, sometimes you won't. But if you know you have $69.99 saved up for a cut off Roman t-shirt,
yeah,
and you want to use it, it helps support the podcast.
Absolutely. You can also order merch to represent us. We have the old logo and the new one on CrowdMade. Search Can Crushers. Make sure you search Can Crushers, not Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast, because nothing comes up apparently. Go on Can Crushers. You can have hoodies, I think up to 5X is what I'm looking at right now. Just go out there. There's pint glasses, hats, water bottles, bags, aprons, whatever you want. Get it out there. So go for it.
I need to do some work on that. Maybe this weekend is when I settle down and look at some CrowdMade stuff.
Yeah, look at some. I mean, there's a nice little vest out there too.
There's a nice little vest, and there's an apron too. So in case
there is an apron that you want to cook, yeah, look, nice products out there.
I had a steak tonight, Jenks. By the way.
Oh,
fancy. Yeah, and it's too damn cold that I didn't want to start the grill for the steak. So I'm like, man, how can I make this fast? Threw it in the air fryer. Have you ever air fried a steak?
I've heard. Yeah. You know what? A long time ago I did. You're right.
They're fucking unbelievable in there. Oh my God.
There's a lot of things that are really good in the air fryer. Burgers are good.
Yeah.
Steaks. Yeah.
I need to use it more. I mean, I use it for random things, but I'm like, this isn't going to be long. So I threw it in the air fryer, came up, take a shower real quick. It was done when I got done. I'm like, holy shit. I didn't know how it was going to be, because I don't like pan frying steaks. If I need to, like, I got 30 seconds. I can just flip it over in a pan, call it a day. It's essentially eating raw meat. You get through, right?
Right.
But I'm like, I looked up a thing real quick. I'm like, okay, I threw some of this on, threw some of that on, showered, went downstairs. I'm like, holy shit, I need to make steaks like this a hell of a lot more. So use your air fryer to make a steak, by the way.
While you're wearing a Can Crushers apron. When you're doing it, you gotta wear the apron. Don't get dirty. Putting it in the air fryer.
Yeah. Don't forget to join our conversations on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Threads are still out there. I heard there's a new one. Or how long has this Blue Sky thing been out?
Well, it's been out there a while, actually. But Blue Sky's out there.
The guy with a communications degree.
Yeah, well, I will say it's been out there a while. It depends on who you know and what you want out there, but Blue Sky is out there if you do use that. I don't think we don't have one set up.
We do not have one yet. We'll dive.
Mark, I blew Mark's mind with this new social media network out there. So,
yeah. Where are we? Oh,
you can listen to us anywhere. You said our socials. You can listen to us anywhere. Anywhere that has podcasts. We're on IMDb. We're also on YouTube. You'll only see the logo up there, but we are on YouTube, so you can listen to our podcast there as well.
Yeah, don't forget, next week we will be having the Power Duel. We haven't said what we're calling it yet, but Power Couple, essentially, podcast, because it's Valentine's Day, Sir Michael Jenks, next week.
It is.
So we'll have a special next week. But you can always send in questions for Ask Can Crushers, which is coming up in March, essentially. And you can do those by cancrusher69@gmail.com.
Yep. Or you can call us at 814-299-6687, or you can drop us a 3-minute phone call. Don't dilly-daddle with it. Just drop it and use the phone line because it's out there as well.
It is out there. It has been about everything but wrestling recently. So please call us. Leave us a message.
Please do. Hey, you can also play it as the Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast football team on NCAA 26. I heard there's a New Jersey assembly out there.
There's
called the Yins. The Yins
really?
Jersey. Yeah, alternate jersey. So get it while you're out. Go ahead and download us on the 26 if you have it.
I have not turned a PlayStation on in probably a month and a half. So
wow. Well, you've been
that's
busy.
why I said if they call this weekend,
You've been busy.
nobody's going to be on the other line of the line.
That's fair. Ole Miss did not win the national championship for a third year in a row. So we are.
Son of a bitch. Now you're going elsewhere.
I didn't go elsewhere. I stuck it out. I'm here one more year.
Look,
Nowhere was appealing. It just wasn't appealing out there because they're giving me shitty job offers right now.
that's because you lost the national championship.
I didn't even make it to the national championship, actually.
Well,
My team has fallen
actually,
apart.
you lost it then.
That's true. That's fair. You got me there. But team has been was not good last year. Hoping for the best this year, but
Not that these guys are going to be listening to us at all, but my Saturday night is booked because 7:00, it is time for the West Virginia Tough Man competition. If you guys have ever wanted to watch it, this week's is free, by the way.
oh, really?
It is free to watch. You can download. I'm looking for the app that it's going to be on. WV Metro News TV. So if you have a Roku, put in Metro News and it'll come up. You get to watch it for free. Okay, just saying. That's my Saturday night. That's another reason why there will be no phone calls.
Nothing against anybody that listens to us in West Virginia, but that is the most West Virginia thing I've heard is that it's on the Metro News app. Does it come on after the nightly news?
I've never watched it on that before. But I'm going to give it a gander this week on it and find out. Saturday night at 7:00.
Saturday night at 7, ladies and gentlemen, on Metro News 1. Tough Man competition.
They last about 3 good goddamn hours. So get your Pabst Blue Ribbon and all that stuff.
Get your hams. Get your natty.
Yeah.
Beast. Get the beast.
Get the Tennessee Cream Ale.
Oh, no, not Tennessee Cream Ale.
And sit down and watch what is going to be the most compelling TV that you've watched in your life. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and talk about AEW.
I bet that was better than the Rumble.
This is the hardcore icon, Just Incredible, and you're listening to Can Crushers Podcast. Now, that's not just the coolest, and that's not just the best Can Crushers Podcast. Well, that, my friends, is just incredible.
Welcome back to Metro News here as we get ready for the Tough Man competition, aka AEW's version of it.
Take the lead. You killed me.
We're going to take the lead. We're going to start with the Tommaso Ciampa becoming a new champion. Taking it off of Briscoe, walked right in, took the TNT title off of Briscoe, which I would have never guessed in a million years was going to happen.
I didn't think that quick. Didn't think that quick.
Absolutely, yeah.
I thought there was going to be more to this, but here you go.
There you go.
Run with it.
Thanks, Ciampa. Go for it.
I think this is going to be good. I think Ciampa is going to go back to, he was in that Lions Den match with that other fighter in NXT. Because once Ciampa made the main roster, watered down.
Yep.
Mega. And that's why he kind of didn't really have a great resurgence.
Right.
He can go back to crazy ass Ciampa. And I want to see that. And I think we're slowly going to get it.
We are going to get it. And he's going to retain the open challenge. I think there's a 3-way dance this week on Saturday night. So if you're not watching the Tough Man competition, you can watch Collision and watch that. But
Collision, you can TiVo it or watch it on DVR or something. Yeah.
You can't watch Tough Man outside of the live telecast.
Metro News.
From Metro News. I I can't wait to see what he does. This is going to be crazy. You're right. It's going to be crazy ass Ciampa just running Saturday nights from the foreseeable future.
I see here in the near future, and I'm glad you brought up Ciampa first, because there's somebody else lingering that I think makes perfect sense to Ciampa in the long run, who's having a hell of a push right now in eliminator matches. And I'm not talking about the one that MJF just faced. I think Ciampa and Andrade end up stealing the fucking show one of these times, because Andrade's now got a rocket on his ass. They know they screwed up the first time with Andrade. He bailed and tried saving his marriage.
Yep.
Got screwed over for months when he came back to AEW. This is a different Andrade now.
Oh, absolutely. This is something totally different than what we've ever been used to seeing. And you're right. Rocket's on his ass. Doesn't mean he's going to beat Hangman in 2 weeks, but it's still a pretty good storyline that he's going straight to the top. And maybe it is Ciampa and him just going to exchange it back and forth for the foreseeable future.
Because my prediction is probably Hangman MJF, right?
I would assume, because that's what they're pushing right now. But MJF could interrupt Grand Slam like Hangman interrupted MJF and really mess with things. So I don't know.
I also do like the Brody 19 seconds MJF.
Oh, so good. So good.
But this is, they're going to spin this. Because MJF was distracted, all of that. MJF's going to beat Brody when he gets the title shot. To show that he can beat a big guy.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be a great match. But I like that they gave this to Brody. Because now Brody, when he was with Malachi and Buddy and that, I love that. He outgrew that.
Mm-hmm.
I was not a Bandito fan. The Brodito. I was not that. But they were tag champs, so I'm not taking away from him. He's outgrown being with people. He is a goddamn monster.
Yep.
If you want to have Julia and the girls come out, whatever. They're associates anymore. They're really not even together anymore. Right?
Right.
They're associates. I can get with that a little bit. Brody's got to crush fuck people like he did MJF.
Yeah.
I went nuts for that. And I'm a huge MJF fan. But I see what they're going to do with Brody. Maybe Brody and Ciampa. Maybe Brody, Ciampa, and Andrade. Like all three of them. Yes, gimme.
Could run that division. Oh, for sure. Brody has always outshined the light for me with that. I loved him in the Continental Classic tournament 3 years ago. I was barking my head off when him and Cesaro were fighting in Erie. It's that he's a special talent that's going to push himself, and he's going to eventually get a world title. I feel like he's going to be that monster that finally breaks the glass proverbial ceiling that Tony Khan has had on all monsters in the company since day one.
From books to Wardlow. Yes.
So, yeah. All across the board. Somebody's got breakthrough, and I think it is going to be Brody King at this point.
I forgot about Archer too.
Yeah, Archer. Well, Archer's easy to forget now.
Yeah.
So,
no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? I stole your thunder. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I said run with it, and I just said, wait a minute, let me talk about this.
I really I know how it's gonna end, but I'm kind of secretly hoping that one of them gets their head shaved bald with this mixed tag challenge, because Tony and Orange having a meltdown in the middle of the ring last night, or while we're recording last night on Wednesday night, about having their head shaved and saying this is not a good idea, was chef's kiss on what this is going to be a very entertaining match. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Yuta because his hair is too long, or Marita because they're just going to make her badass even further. I know it's one of them, but I'm secretly wanting it to be like Tony Storm or something.
I've thought about this for weeks.
Do it.
Tony shaves her head. Now she gets to come out with wigs and
Yeah.
maybe timeless transitions into 80s again.
Yeah.
She can come out Cyndi Lauper hair, this hair,
Yep.
that hair. I love Tony's hair. I really do. I'm a sucker for the hair she has. I really am. But I don't want to see that. I don't,
Yeah.
but I am clamoring for it because
Right.
what she's going to do with it. Maybe she's gone off her goddamn rocker and she asked for this.
Yeah.
You're right. In my heart of hearts, I clearly think it's Yuta because he looks like fucking cousin It from the Addams Family.
It looks like one of those shaggy dogs that cannot just see in front of him the entire time.
It's got to be Yuta, right? That's why he's been growing his hair out.
Betting odds are Yuta. Second best are probably Marina because she probably would fucking do that on her own. Yeah. Tony's, I don't think that far behind because I think she's just batshit crazy at some
Orange
point.
makes the least sense.
Absolutely. Orange would make the least sense. Orange would never.
Unless Orange is going to, he's already pseudo comedy.
Yeah.
He goes in and does the Kurt Angle thing that he's going to start wearing
a wig that's attached to his sunglasses, and then he has to wear the sunglasses during the entire match.
Yeah, something like that. That's the only way that Orange would be able to pull it off for a while. The two bads, without a doubt, make them. Yuta needs a haircut. Marina gets a badass. Tony turns this into the fucking circus. I might be rooting for the circus, Jenks.
Well, I might be too, because at some point you get to a point with Tony's character and like, where do you go next? Maybe she's running out of ideas and she's like, I can shave my head and be whoever I want on a week-to-week basis. Right. And Tony's like, you know what? If you're willing to do it, then let's do it.
Maybe Tony, this just came into my mind, is going to steal a page from Leva Bates when Leva used to come out as cosplay The Undertaker, cosplay this, cosplay that. Shaved head Tony can do all of those things because she did that a lot Leva did that a lot on the indie circuit. In Wrestle Circus, it's no longer anymore, but and it's been years. I bet you a lot of people forgot about it. Imagine Tony coming out as MJF or whatever. Those wigs are available.
Oh, absolutely.
Nothing against you, Leva. Tony would crush this.
Tony would knock it out of the park, without a doubt. She's an actress.
She is.
I mean, that's
timeless.
Timeless even.
What else you got?
What else do we have?
Well, that's the thing.
We talked about Andrade, so I mean, we don't need to get into that. Honestly, the only other thing I'm going to cover, Ricochet going after Jimmy Corderas online has been something else. We didn't talk about it, but I mean, it just popped into my head. Ricochet has been on one this past week.
He has
this entire week. But and then Jimmy Corderas said something to him, and he really just focused in and is like, you know what? No. Fuck you at this point. I kind of like the brand loyalty that's coming out of him, but I also know he's trying to set the record straight.
He is. I didn't see them all, but I saw a tid of them. Tid? A little bit of them. Tid? What the hell is a tid?
Tid? Ruler of the Tids is our.
No, I thought it was going to be fuck around and find out or something. Well, I'm not going to put that in, but
Rule of the FAFO.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, got to write that down.
There we go. Figure this out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it so much is brand loyalty, and maybe Ricochet, this is my thoughts again, realize that he's been done dirty over at the mothership. essentially. And like, I wasn't a Ricochet fan. I've shit on Ricochet for years because he had to do 17 somersaults to do an elbow drop.
No.
He came to AEW. He doesn't do that shit anymore.
No.
He wrestles. He's Ricochet. He does what he did on the indies and everywhere else. Like, I like him. He's got a gimmick. He's not just the guy that flies around the ring.
Yeah.
Cool. Anybody. I'm not saying anybody can because I can't, but you know, you can build anybody to fly around the ring if they're a high flyer.
100%.
Now Ricochet has something. So good for him for sticking up.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. You got anything?
I don't. AEW for me, besides like 2 or 3 things, has kind of been in a lull a little bit again. It's not must watch right now. It's on. If I'm doing something or you know, I'm streaming it on my phone at a basketball game or something, like, we've seen that. Oh, when is this person coming back? Because we need ratings again, or this, that, or the other. They're doing, but I think everything resets from Australia.
Yeah, it's in 2 weeks or a week. Well, a week from today.
Yeah.
Week of listening. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I will say, Omega, this whole world title picture has been fantastic the way they have built it, and really Andrade has been holding his own with everybody. So it's going to be something to watch going forward. I think there's a couple things here and there that are surprising. They're good. They can be better, but also I have no interest in watching Darby Allin get attacked by 2 guys ever in the parking lot again.
That's what I wanted to bring. Damn it, that's what I want to bring up. Thank you for jogging my.
Yeah.
He just got killed a month ago from the Death Riders.
Yeah.
Now he's getting killed again. And I'm not saying kill him, but
he's getting jumped in the parking lot, kidnapped, and driving off. Yeah.
We've just seen this literally 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Are they trying to right the wrong? Because since the Death Riders are fan fucking favorites, no, not really fan, but you know what I mean? They're better now.
Yeah.
They're on the edge of, oh, we like them, or, oh, they're still bastards. You know, where these guys have to be bastards now because they're trying to kill Darby. Are we trying to right the wrong that they couldn't finish the story with the Death Riders?
Maybe. I don't know, because it just feels like it just feels copy and paste. Like Gabe Kidd is like playing the role of Mox.
Yeah.
Clark Connors is just Yuta at this point, I feel like. And I know I'm gonna get hate from the New Japan fans, but listen, this is how they're playing it out right now. We literally have watched Darby get kidnapped before by the Death Riders.
Yeah. I don't care. And have you taken Darby out of the title hunt now?
Yeah, he's nowhere close to it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that he should be the one to end the reign of MJF.
It's not happening anymore.
I know, I agree, but I think he should have been.
Right.
With a headlock takeover.
But this has been set up for years, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to sneeze.
Do it. Bless you.
Normal people turn off their mics, but it's too far away.
It's fine.
The end of the show, too.
You got a lot better setup than us normies.
Yeah. Yes, buddy. We'll go outside. Let's wrap this up, right? You want to tell Sir Michael Jenks goodbye? Or do you want to tell everybody in Can Crusher Nation goodbye?
Oh, he's telling everybody.
He's telling everybody. You got anything else?
Nothing else.
What do you got going on this week?
Oh, this week I'll probably turn on the Super Bowl to hope for some sort of
son
game.
of a bitch. Who you got winning? We can't say Super Bowl. We're not sponsored by them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Big game.
The big game. I have the team from the Northwest, I think, winning.
Oh, I think we can say Seattle and New England because they're sections of the country.
You know what? I'm not taking any chances now. You're right. Edit out the S word and then we'll say the team from
The
Washington.
Hawks are gets the Riots. How about that?
The Hawks versus the Riots. Yeah, we're picking Hawk.
I'm taking Hawks too because of their defense.
Yeah,
I am a huge, and I've been even when it was in North Carolina and they smoked Pitt. I'm a huge Drake May fan. I love Drake May, and he makes me root for the Patriots against other teams where I never did that with Tom Brady.
Right.
Or Jacoby Brissett or anybody, or Ryan Mallett or anybody else that was there. But there's times that I'm like, man, I like the Patriots. The whole Super Bowl thing of who has titles and everything, I don't care about anymore. Cool.
But it's not relevant.
No, it's not
to me,
anymore.
it's never relevant.
Yeah, the Steelers have 6. The Browns have fucking 25 from way before the
Super Bowl even counted. Yeah.
Yeah. So stop pissing on that. So if whoever wins it, wins it. I'm going for the Seahawks. I would like Drake May to have a hell of a game, though, too. I want it to be a good game. And I want my goddamn numbers to hit. I'm in 2 polls.
You got in 2? Damn, I got a none. So,
I did. I did because one, the basketball team asked me, and then the softball team asked me, and I'm like, oh, you damn girls. All right.
I'll do it.
So,
you have your numbers yet?
Yeah, they're on my phone.
You don't have to tell me. I just want to know if you had the numbers yet or you're still waiting for them.
No, I'll send them to you because, truth be told, I'm probably not going to watch the whole damn game.
That's fair.
So you can tell me if I want.
I'll tell you. I can text you.
Last year, Max and I won in the first quarter, and I was content. I went to bed.
Well, there you go.
So why first quarter again?
Go to bed, sayonara.
Yeah. And anything after that's golden.
Oh.
Me, I got a couple basketball games this week. Basketball season is winding down. And I'll make the announcement on here. I'm only doing one team next year.
Whoa.
I am stepping back from it. It's because by the time next year comes around, it'll actually be time for marathon training.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm only going to do one team next year. So I might only have like 1 or 2 games compared to 87 a week. I've been thinking about this for a long time. And now with what's just going forward in my life and the training and everything, it's time for I step back. So definitely no football. I'll do one team in basketball, and then that'll be it for a while until said marathon is done.
Look out.
So, and if you can put 2 and 2 together, if you know me well enough that you listen and everything, you know I have a heart for one team, and there's been kids on that team that I've been seeing since like 8th grade. I want to see them graduate and announce some of their accomplishments will be hit next year. So
that's fair.
Yeah. Not that the girls listen to this, but what would I ruin it? Remember, just because you're trash doesn't mean you can't do great things.
You're a garbage can, not a garbage can not. Make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them.
Because you never know.
Whoop, whoop.